Hey guys, ArkhIce here. And today for Global, I want to talk about the Roxy that'll be coming in roughly a week and a half. More like a week and a quarter. Yeah, a week and a quarter. Roxy will be arriving on... Because this next week right here, this will be a dead week, right? On the 1st is when Roxy should arrive for people, August 1st. At least that's when we'll get the patch notes, right? And of course, her update and maintenance all that will happen on Monday night or early Tuesday morning, depending on where you are in the world, right? So yeah. But before we hop in this and discuss Roxy and stuff, if you do enjoy today's content, make sure to subscribe. And if you haven't yet, hit that notification bell if you want to get notified when I upload. Now Roxy, right? Roxy is one of the 3 summer units we will be getting in the next month, right? And there's separate banners, right? They are. There's Roxy, and then there's Merlin and Elizabeth, right? Merlin and Elizabeth will be a separate video. They'll be closer to when they're releasing. They actually will be releasing the 8th, because they release literally within a week of each other, back to back. So yeah, that's fun to look forward to. But let's talk about Roxy, right? First, we're going to discuss her skills and stuff, and then we'll go look at her banner, and then we'll go into some more discussion with her, right? So, her first card is a single target filling ultimate engage card. It's basically, it's the same card as Green Escanor. It's a really, really good card. It hits kind of hard. I mean, she has high pierce, but she has very low crit chance, low crit damage. She has the same stats as the old Roxy. Sorry about that. Old Roxy, right? So she'll be hitting hard, but not as hard as you think she will. But let's move on. We'll discuss that in a second. Let's move on to her second card, right? So her second card is a AoE disable attack skills card. It is Red Gother's attack sling card. Obviously, it's a really, really good card. And of course, she has the same ultimate as the other Roxy's. Inflicts damage equal to 700% of attack on one enemy, and it fills the ultimate gauge by 2 orbs, right? Her passive, every time the hero's ultimate gauge is completely filled, allies gain a one-time evasion to enemies' attacks and debuffs for 1 turn, right? So, basically, every time her ultimate gauge is filled to the max, all your allies, including her, get an evasion to all attacks and debuffs for 1 turn, right? It's a one-time evasion, right? So yeah, it's not the greatest passive. I mean, it's good, but it's not the best. Like, it's just decent, right? That's all it is. It's just decent. Obviously, these are really good cards. Her ultimate's actually pretty good. It's just that her stats are the same as old Roxy, and like, I get it. Some people make the argument of, well, it's good because you don't have to buy new costumes. But here's the thing. Her having these old stats makes it to where when she faces units like Bond, the one Escanor, Merlin, I don't know, Salt Meliodas, it's like she can't do much, right? She can if you build her right. But like even then she still has struggles because she's a DPS unit, doesn't hit DPS, right? Because like something like Green Roxy, right? Green Roxy has a passive that increases her attack related stats, right? And even though that she has the old stats, you know, of the old Roxy, right? But she increases her attack related stats by 15% for each ally of the same race participating in battle. So every human in the battle, she gets 15% attack related stats. So in total, she'll get 30% if it's still a 3v3 roll. If it's 4v4, obviously it goes up to 45%. But she's a DPS unit, and she has the ability to increase her attack-related stats up by 30%. That's why she can be a good DPS unit. She has the ability to increase her attack-related stats despite being an old unit with old stats. This Roxy here doesn't have that. So the team she would go on would obviously be Bond or the Ludo team. Ludo team, obviously, you know, Green Gother, and then Ludo, obviously Ludo decreasing their defense-related stats. Green Gother boosting her attack-related stats. She can do some damage, but she can't do enough damage to stop Bond. And Bond's like the biggest threat. And she's she's blue, which is, you know, the type advantage to Bond, but even then she can't kill Bond. Not very easily, that is. Yeah, her stats are garbage, which means honestly she's not the best. But there is a saving grace with her, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. Her banner, it's a step-up banner. That's her saving grace. It's a 242 step-up banner, meaning if you want the Roxy, you don't have to shell out many gems at all to get her, right? Barely any at all. When it compared to like the festival banners, this is nothing. It's still a lot of gens, but you get what I'm saying, right? It's just a small amount if you want to actually get her, which is really, really good. That's her saving grace if she's a character you want, is that she's a step up. And her banner's not bad. It's like has Easton, Doombringer Mage Lilia. It has, you know, that's green Easton. That's blue Valenti. That's one of the Lilias. All three Lilias are here. Never mind. All three Lilias are here. This is the old Valenti. I'm pretty sure this is red Easton. Pretty sure. I might be wrong. I don't remember which mono that is. That, of course, that's the old Roxy. That's the old green Shin. And of course, that's just Camilla, right? It's not a terrible banner. It's not the best either. But as you can see here, step 2 and step 7 are 1 gems. Step 5 is guaranteed a star. Step 10 is guaranteed her, right? Here's her mileage rewards. Like, this is her one saving grace, is that she has a 242 banner. And, like, she's not bad. Like, okay, so on the Bond team, right? If you use her on the Bond team, she's not bad at all. And it's like, she can work on the Bond team because Bond himself is insanely strong, right? Like, Arthur, Bond, Roxy, and Twigo still makes Bond an insanely hard hitter, because, like, you're not taking anything away from the team, because you're replacing, like, the typical team I would use would be the 1 there instead of Roxy. You would replace the 1 of Roxy, and you're not losing much. I mean, you're losing a little bit DPS, but you're mostly providing support for Bond. And she can do that, right? Because, like, she has attack skill, and most people don't run Red Easton, and most people don't run Zanaria. So, you disable attack skills, and you give them evasion, help spawn out. I still recommend using Red Easton instead for the most ultimate team, because Red Easton has that cleanse that is just insanely good for Bond, and makes it to where two of his main counters can't counter him. That is, you know, the freeze and of course attack ceiling. Those 2 main counters can counter him if you have that cleanse. Obviously, he still get countered by the 1 Escanor. Glue Eater, if it goes first, still kills, but I mean, yeah. So she's just a decent unit. She's not the best, she's not the worst, she's just decent. If her stats were new, if they were new stats and she had new constants and everything, honestly, this Roxy could have been really, really good, because her cards are really good. Having a modern day green Escanor that can help out on the Bond team with attack stealing at the same time and give an evasion would just be insane, right? That's probably why they didn't give her, you know, new stats, because they didn't want to actually do that. But yeah, that's it. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next video. Bye bye.